So despite many Western countries led by America calling for a ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah, finally, they didn't seem to be putting this much diplomatic efforts into calling for a ceasefire when Hezbollah was lobbing rockets at Israel for the last 11 months and displacing nearly 100,000 Israelis. But they're calling for it now, and it seems like Netanyahu is holding strong, and he's denied that there's a truce imminent. And I want to just read to you the latest reports with what's going on. Foreign Minister Katz says there will be no ceasefire in the north. He said, we will continue to fight the Hezbollah terror group with full force until victory and the return of the residents of the north to their homes safely. Adds Katz, who is currently standing in for Netanyahu during the latter's US trip, but who doesn't appear to have authority to make operational decisions on the prosecution of the war. Now, the IDF have been conducting just today, in the last few minutes, it's been announced they've had a new wave of airstrikes on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. And it looks like there's been some significant success in getting rid of and blowing up certain Hezbollah ammunitions storage places, often in civilian areas, which is such a crime, but doesn't seem like that many people seem to care. Hours after reports claimed officials expect a ceasefire in Lebanon within hours, Prime Minister Netanyahu's office said these reports are incorrect. It's an American-French proposal that the Prime Minister hasn't even responded to. The statement also casts as opposite from the truth a Channel 12 report that Netanyahu has ordered the IDF to tone down strikes in Lebanon, saying the Premier has empowered the army to keep striking with full force, and adding that fighting in Gaza will continue until all the war goals are reached. To me, it seems like if they've already made significant progress and they've destabilized Hezbollah with this pager and walkie-talkie attack, and they've eliminated some seriously significant figures in Hezbollah. Okay, you've got people, like serious people in part of the Radwan force, which was the chain of command of the Hezbollah terrorist organization. It was a very senior unit that dealt with military operations. They have, I just want to show you this image. They have eliminated so many senior commanders. And so my question would be, if they're already making such progress, and here you can see what they've achieved so far, if they're already making so much progress, then surely it would be insanity to stop now. It's like the world just won't let Israel win. They won't allow Israel to do what she needs to do. There's nothing provocative about what Israel's doing. She's not being an aggressor here. She's simply trying to eliminate a security threat that's trying to destabilize, annihilate Israel, God forbid, and her very existence. So I don't know all the military details, but it would seem to me it is completely unacceptable for Israel to have to live with the kind of constant terrorist threats, the rockets that Hezbollah is constantly leveling at Israel. It's unacceptable. No country should have to accept that. Israel shouldn't be accepting one single rocket. Just one single rocket itself would justify dismantling Hezbollah. And so, as I say, I don't know all the military details, but it would seem to me like Israel, I would encourage them to do whatever they need to do to stop the Hezbollah threat, to eliminate the Hezbollah threat, to go for Nasrallah, to go for the whole military operation of Hezbollah. And I'm sure if you agree with me, just comment in the video description, in the comment section, and express your support for Israel at this time. Now, if you've made it to the end of this video, I have a favor to ask you. In the next few weeks, I'm looking at finding a way to scale JTV. We've been growing at a significant rate, but I want to grow even faster. But in order to do that, we're going to need to really scale our content, which means having more presenters like me doing daily shows. It means diversifying our content. So I'd like to start doing documentary content and animated content and perhaps lighter content and vox pops and animation, all these kind of things. But the way to do that, we're going to need to start to build a proper budget. I want us to compete with anti-Israel media outlets that are equivalent to us. And if you're watching this, it means you're engaging with JTV content. It means you appreciate the content we're putting out there. So please help me to do this. In order to do that, we're going to need to fundraise. I'm looking to find people that are part of our audience to join me in reaching out to their contacts and friends on a one day of fundraising that we'll fix a date for in the not so distant future. If you're able to help out, if you'd be interested, please fill in the Google form in the video description below this video, and I'll be in touch with you soon. Thank you so much.
Hi, thank you so much for watching. To watch another one, click here. To stay up to date with all our content, click here to subscribe. And if you're able to, you can help support JTV to grow and grow by clicking join below this video, where you can become a member and get perks including early access to videos and private live discussions with me. But most of all, you'll be partnering with us on our mission to change the world.